Investing in the lives of refugees who resettle here in the Quad Cities. That's the mission of Tapestry Farms, a local nonprofit that has been changing lives for several years now. And there's a big benefit coming up this Friday. Here with the preview is Ann McLean. She is the founder and executive director of Tapestry Farms. Ann, welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Obviously, such an important organization here in the Quad Cities community for people who are coming to our community. So we're, of course, talking about the 2025 Spring Fling. It's happening this Friday, so we're going to get much more into that in just a few minutes. But for those who might not be familiar, talk a little bit more about Tapestry Farms and why you created this, what, going on 8 years?
Yeah, we'll turn 8 years old in June.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
We are a nonprofit urban farm system that works with refugees who come to live in our community from war-torn countries such as Syria, Afghanistan, Democratic Republic of Congo, Haiti. So we've worked with about 130 families over our 8 years. And we have about a dozen farm plots or sites throughout the Quad Cities.
And that's grown from where, I mean, I think you started with just a few and now you've grown over the last several years.
Yeah, so last year we grew about 11,000 pounds of produce.
11,000 pounds.
And so we hope to grow even more this year.
There you go, the growth continues. So let's talk about this benefit coming up, because you wouldn't be able to have this growth without the support of the Quad Cities community. So the Spring Fling Benefit, that's happening this Friday at the Waterfront Convention Center there in downtown Bettendorf.
Yeah, so we'll have about 400 people come, which is the most we've ever had.
Yeah.
So we're super excited about that. We'll have a speaker. His name is Lanan Bakam.
Okay.
He is the child of refugees who came from Southeast Asia during the 1970s and 80s, when Governor Robert Ray in Iowa said, you know, let's welcome families who need a safe place.
All right, and there he is on the screen right now. So
there he is.
Be talking about his experiences being a refugee here in the state of Iowa, and probably some of the things that he's had to overcome, and probably some of the triumphs as well.
Absolutely. He's an incredible speaker, and he's gone on to many great things in his life. So we'll have a silent auction. 3-day notice is the band that's playing. They donate their time, which is just amazing, and food and all of those good things that happen during a fundraiser.
And of course, this is all benefiting Tapestry Farms right here in the Quad Cities.
That's correct.
Yes. Okay, so you mentioned 400 people are expected to attend, so can we still get our tickets?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Tickets are still on sale, tapestryfarms.org. We are bumping up against our limit, which is a good problem to have.
Most definitely, yeah. Yeah, that is a good problem to have. So what is your limit? Is it 400?
Well, 400, but I'm pretty confident that we can squeeze in a few more than that.
There's some wiggle room there.
There is some wiggle room.
Explain why this is important to have for the Quad Cities. I feel like this is a good opportunity for people to maybe check out what Tapestry Farms is all about.
Sure. Yeah, so we're what's known as a post-resettlement organization. We assist families once they have gone through that resettlement process. We offer what's known as a long welcome. So we work with families in the areas of housing and education, transportation, meeting basic needs for as long as they would like us to or that they need.
Sure, and what's the reaction from those who you've helped been like to have this resource right here in the Quad Cities? Yeah,
you know, it's pretty wonderful to see, especially over time, when a family meets their goals or exceeds their goals. I'll be talking about a young woman on Friday night. Her family inspired Tapestry Farms, and I'll be talking a little bit about her, and she'll be going to college in the fall.
Oh, that's excellent. So yeah, we're looking forward to that story, and I'm sure that there's many more stories like that that could be told at the benefit. But you know, I think it's such a great organization that you have, and I think the whole Quad Cities needs to know about it. You know, we've done some stories here recently on the excellent work and you know, the grant money that you're getting, because you got to have funding to help these families.
That's absolutely true. Yeah, both with our social services and our farm with growing food. We do hire refugees as part of that work in a job training program. So that also is one of our greatest joys.
All right, so we're talking June 2017. You had this idea. I can't wait to hear that story. But did you think that it was going to grow as quickly as it did?
No.
No?
the thought that we have 13 staff members and this gorgeous new office space that is just incredible at Trinity Episcopal Cathedral. You know, our mission has always stayed the same, but the growth that we've had is just unthinkable.
Yeah, and I think that's great. You start with a mission, and it can only get bigger and better from there. And of course, this is the biggest fundraiser for you guys through the year, so you want to mark your calendars and get your tickets now for the 2025 Spring Fling. It's, of course, benefiting Tapestry Farms. It's this Friday, May 2nd from 6 to 9 p.m. at the Waterfront Convention Center in downtown Bettendorf. If you want to purchase tickets to the event, or you can't make it to the event but you want to donate to Tapestry Farms, you can head to the website, tapestryfarms.org. And as always, thank you so much for joining us, and have fun here this Friday. Yes, of course.